block content. What's happening, my block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. I'm gonna say it, guys, I think that this might be it. There's a lot of very detailed information inside here. Of course, we cover like all sorts of leaks, all sorts of walks of life, of rumors and speculation and that kind of stuff. But today I came across something that was just posted that really feels too in-depth to not be true. It has a lot of information in there that I think could definitely be happening for Smash Bros. Ultimate. It feels kind of legit in a way where I feel like it's almost scary legit. There's no images or anything, but the information shared inside here is just something that I wish would kind of be true. There's a lot of great stuff in here, but it also feels very realistic. So I wanted to dive in and talk all about this, and also the fact that Sakurai is actually recording his little, Mr. Sakurai Presents video at home. That's really interesting in this quarantine time that he's doing so much work to give us the information, even from his armchair. That's going to be really great, his arms chair. So I wanted to talk all about that with you guys, and I've been, of course, answering many of you guys' questions about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and New Fighters in our show Question Block, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making YouTube videos? Well, whatever you can think of, send your question through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in our next Question Blocked episode. And here's a brand new giveaway. You can win one of these Super Mario surprise capsules from Tomy. Any Mario item, Yoshi, or character could be inside there, and I leave them closed so you can find out what's inside when you win. I'm giving away 4, so remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel right now, hit the subscribe button, and comment to enter for the giveaway. All right, guys, let's head into the main topic of today. And yes, the first thing that I need to talk about is this crazy leak and all of the details inside there. So it shares the Mr. Sakurai Presents an ARMS Fighter, and it says ARMS Fighter Smash Leak, what to expect. The DLC is just one fighter, not multiple, not different skins. The fighter is Min Min. Unique mechanic where you can actually switch between 3 arm types in battle, a light, medium, and a heavy class. Stage is a huge bowl type thing that has ramen and vegetables flow through it that serve as a hazard and as platforms. Mii Gunner will be changed to Mii Blaster. Not really explained, it just kind of happens. Mii Fighter costumes will include Miss Pac-Man, Slippy Toad, Doc Lewis, and then the big ones at the end being Barrett and Tifa. Update releases at 4 p.m. UTC, 12 p.m. EST, 9 a.m. PDT. The cat is not in the direct, but it is actually in the background, okay? There's a picture of him there. Explains the development troubles and hurdles they're overcoming to continue development of the game. Now, crazy stuff here. I already told you guys, I'm not in the business of saying something is real or something is fake. I'm just here to talk about things and speculate and, talk about all these crazy rumors within Smash Bros. And Nintendo. But this really feels very legitimate in the way that it presents details in just a matter-of-fact fashion of a person that has actually seen this thing beforehand, which could actually be true. These things aren't live streamed, they're pre-recorded and then live streamed after the fact, kind of like what we do with premieres sometimes. And well, talking about the fact that it's just Min Min, I think is going to make a lot of people a little bit sad, because people that don't like Min Min really think, well, an ARMS fighter, well, it's probably going to be multiple because they want to make everyone happy, right? So that's what I think is going to happen still. So if this isn't real, I'm going to be a little bit more happy just to have a little bit more representation of the franchise, but still, getting Min Min is going to be incredible. And to have a mechanic where you can switch between 3 arm types in battle, so maybe a down B changes the arms or something like that, or maybe just the central B, your special move essentially be kind of like Shulk in that way, I think that would be really cool to have a fighter that's both light, medium, and heavy, kind of like, if it mixes up a character like Pichu, and then has some sort of like Link character being a medium, and then of course be someone like Bowser. That's pretty incredible. And if you find all those different types in like fighting characters that just brawl, I think that you're gonna find something really special there too. And the stage being that huge ramen bowl, that makes a lot of sense. That's of course the stage for Min Min in the original game, and it would be something unique to Smash Brothers too. And of course hazards, Sakurai loves his hazards. Then Mii Gunner being changed to Mii Blaster is a pretty fun thing. Like, if this is fake, that's a pretty interesting detail to include in your fake leak. The idea here could probably be that Mii Gunner, you know, having actually gun in the title might just be a little bit too negative, and they maybe want to change it for like rating purposes or something like that. And Mii Blaster would sound a little bit more kid friendly too. So that's what I think is going to happen there. And as for the costumes, having Miss Pac-Man in there finally is going to be really cool. I wonder if it's just a Miss Pac-Man hat and just a costume with maybe some sort of dress, or if it's just going to be like a big like Pac-Man like outfit, like a costume, like some sort of cosplay thing with a little bow on it. And then Slippy Toad, I can't wait for that. I think there's a lot of moves within the Mii Blaster, we have to say now, that you know, reflect what Fox can do in the game. So you can really easily make a, you know, a Slippy Toad. There's actually one of the Blocked Content fans that plays Smash Bros. Ultimate with me online too, that actually also has a Mii costume of Slippy Toad, but just basically his Mii looks like Slippy Toad, and he has some of the costumes of Fox and stuff like that. So he's probably going to be very happy. Now, Doc Lewis being in there, I think makes a lot of sense too. I mean, I really want more Punch-Out representation, and Doc Lewis is a really cool character because he trained Little Mac, right? So he has pretty much gotten the same moves, right? And then the big ones at the end being big Final Fantasy VII characters. I mean, people are going to flip out over that, because if that partnership is a little bit more than what it just is right now, people are already going to flip their lids, right? So it releasing very early there is going to be a really great deal. People are going to be very happy to play as the ARMS character, and if it switches between these heavy classes and the medium and light, that's going to be super fun. And then of course explaining like different, you know, situation where they're making the game in. I think that that's very important to talk about everything that's going on in the world, and that things are probably going to take a little bit longer, and that we have to hold on to our hats, right? But I think we can do that. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about is the idea that Sakurai will actually record this thing from home. We have all the info from Nintendo Live Sync Smash Bros. ARMS presentation to take place from the comfort of Sakurai's home. Hopefully, he'll be in an arm chair, right? So on Friday, Nintendo announced it would be revealing the next fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in a broadcast next week. The roughly 35-minute long event will take place on Monday, 22nd June at 3 p.m. BST, 4 p.m. CEST, and then 7 a.m. PT and 10 a.m. ET, and will be hosted by the series' director, Masahiro Sakurai. What you might not know, though, is that it will be taking place in Sakurai's very own home. This was confirmed in a tweet by the Japanese Smash Twitter account. Nintendo Live contributor Robert Sevison also translated Sakurai's own tweet about it. Did I really do it? Yes, I filmed at home. This time there was no filmography staff, so I'm controlling the camera alone. So get ready for a special Masahiro Sakurai home broadcast. The next fighter, based on Nintendo's latest IP, ARMS, was first announced way back in March. This fighter will also be the first star to appear in the second Fighter's Pass and is expected to arrive at some point this month. With any luck, it's not long after the presentation. Are you looking forward to turning onto Sakurai's home broadcast? Well, I am, and it's going to be really exciting to see all the changes coming to the game with that new playstyle. If all that is true, I'm really curious what you guys think of all this. Well, if you comment down below, that could actually be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question is, do you think it's actually going to be Min Min? Let me know. And as for a previous comment question winner, our answer comes to us from our beautiful user, Jito Mayonnaise, saying, I really think that everyone has their expectations high and are going to be disappointed. This happened with all the leaks when the game was about to be released. I remember the Grinch leak in specific, and I don't really think it will be Min Min, but Springman is a sole character. I think Springman represents the franchise very well and is a well-rounded character that can use the main ARMS niche, the ARMS extending battle style, to its fullest without the need of other abilities, floating for Twin Tail, etc. This isn't bad though, as it will imply that other assists, while Luigi and Isaac still have a chance. Well, thank you so much, Jito. I think that it's really interesting to think about the fact that everything will be changing, right? I mean, if it is Springman, then it will mean that assist trophies are possible. If it's other characters that are still right now spirits, then spirits are possible fighters. And on the other end of the spectrum, we'll learn something about Sakurai if it's something else completely, like Helix or someone like that. It's going to be interesting regardless. So thank you so much for sending in your comments. These are always so much fun to read through. And of course, a big shout out to our latest Patreon supporters and the super chats you guys sent during live streams. You guys make block content possible. So if you want to have yourself created in pixel art, join me for a discussion, or have your own ideas become videos, go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. There's a bunch of incredible rewards there, and they're waiting for you. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, hit subscribe now, smash that like button, and ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner where there's always more Blocked Content. See ya!